Greetings, how are you today? My name is Michael Jones, and I am not an addict. I am not a druggie. I am not a sex fiend. I am not a gluttony. And why you say that, why would you ask that, did I have a drink in the last 12 months? Yes, I have. You would ask, have I had sex in the last 12 months? No, I haven't. Have I been bothered by lust? Well, I've been tempted in a lot of different ways, but I try to not yield to that because I have overcome that situation. Have I been a glutton? Not recently, because I used to love chocolate cake. I'm sorry, yes I did. But now, I can eat one piece of cake and walk away. And that's good to know. Now, since you said, ask me, have I had a drink in the last year? Yes, I have. But, have I been drunk? No, I haven't. So, have I been buzzed out? Maybe a little buzzed. But have I had the place or the desire, like I have to have a drink today? I have to have a drink all day today. If I had a bottle, do I have to drink it all up like I used to do? Do I have to go out and spend my last dime in drugs and alcohol? Do I have to chase every woman I see to try to get into her body, to have sex with her, or to have any other type of illicitness, or the desires of immorality? Well, today is a day that I am so glad and proud of the fact that I can stand up before you and say, I am healed, I am free, I am delivered. And some people will say that, well, we're never free, we're never delivered. Well, I'm sorry to say that. Well, maybe you don't know who I know. Maybe you're not there where I am, because I do believe that there is a way out of these things. And you would say, well, since you're here, why can you say that you are free, delivered, and you are not alcoholic, but you have a drink? That doesn't make any sense to our sobriety. Well, I'm not here to criticize, complain, or condemn anybody from having their sobriety or having their problems, issues, or situation. But I am here today to say that I do respect any of the steps. I do respect all of the doctors, doctor whoever you are. I do respect any of the programs that come about that help a person to overcome the situation, because these are some dreaded situations. Being addicted is no joke. Being addicted is a curse, I do believe, and it is an illness that is far beyond our regular mentality, our own bodily strength. So, therefore, when a person is involved in this addiction and have this addiction, then I do agree with those programs that says that if you have a problem, the first thing you do is to admit that there is a problem. And yet, this makes good sense, because if you have a problem and you know that you're out of control, you know that things are going in a bad direction or in a bad way, and you set up and talking about, well, everything is all right. I'm doing all I can. I'm doing good, and I'm good. Well, you lied. You're not good. You lied because you are hurting. You're sick. You need help. Now, in your help, and I also do believe in what some of the situations, some of the other programs are offering and do, is to admit that there's a need for a power, a higher power. And the higher power that I'm here to offer you today is the higher power of Jesus Christ. Whether or not you admit of Jesus Christ, whether or not you like it, or whether or not you accept Jesus as your higher power, is totally up to you. But then again, we're talking about a result of the higher power. And you have to have that result in order to overcome these situations. Overcome these situations that's going to keep you bound and keep you entrapped in that darkness, entrapped in that place of disparity, entrapped in that place of not being able to function, not being able to produce or have a good productive lifestyle, a life at all even. Because these things will come at you and come to destroy you, and you will be destroyed eventually. Eventually, your body is destroyed, your mind is destroyed, so body, mind, and spirit will be destroyed. So therefore, when you accept Jesus as a high power, then there's a sign that says that you're on the right track, you're on the right road. But what we have to do now is to understand and to know the value of a high power. What is a high power? See, not just saying, well, I accept Jesus as high power and that's it, being nonchalant or being charismatic about it or being okie-dokie about it. But no, look at the higher power as being power. I mean, real, true, sincere power. And when you accept that power, because you understand the nature of the power, then you know where the power is coming from and the power, the ability of the power. Now, in the beginning, I said to talk about the Creator now. He's made this earth in a few days, say 6 days. Heaven and earth all was made in 6 days. Everything on the earth, including man, was made in 6 days. On the seventh day, he rested. But now, during that time of preparing and making this earth, he set a light in the sky to rule the day. The light that he set in the sky is 192 million miles away, about that. So, don't verbatim me, all right, now. But anyway, now, this ball that he made this earth has to go around that light in the sky, 192 million miles away. It takes this ball 365 days to go around the ball in the sky called day, called the sun even. Now this ball is traveling at 17,000 miles an hour. That is a little bit on the speed side. It's fast, all right now? So therefore, and it turns 24 hours a day, right? So see how good it is? That is power. Now, when you come to understand this power, when you come to receive this power, and to know the value of this power, then you can more or less accept the power and to realize and appreciate the power. See, just because you said, well, I know Jesus and I understand this and I understand that. But when you come to understand and to see and to know and to believe this power, and this power is available for you. This power is available for me. And this power will help you come up out of a situation that before had us bound and entrapped. It had us in a condition whereas we couldn't get up out of bed, we couldn't do this, we couldn't function, we couldn't say hello, in other words. So when we accept this power down, and after the fact that we understand, that we realize that we have a problem, an issue, we have to ask the power for help. And when you ask this power for help, ask Jesus the Christ, Jesus the Word, and Jesus the power of God for help. He will come and help you. He will come and be there with you and for you. So therefore, then he said we must have discipline. Well, discipline is when you have control. Discipline is when you do things in a right way, that you know that everything has to be in order. Everything has to be conditioned to that order. Loyalties, compassion, all of the things that is far conducive to obeying and holding on to the power. So now, when you have that discipline, now you look at this word discipline, because now discipline will turn into this is a plan. And this is a plan that you will have, that you make, because now you have come to the realization, come to making a plan that you want to get up out of this situation. You want to get up out of this trap. You want to get up out of this prison, this darkness. You want to get out of the pain and the suffering. So when you come to the place where it is, you want to get out of these things. Now, what are you going to do about it? Seek the guidance from the higher power. The higher power came to bring you some instruction. He came to give you the way. He came to give you not only say just instruction, but to give you a way out. Follow him. Obey what he tells you to do. Those instructions that he give you are meaningful. Now, when you start to apply those instructions that he give you, to be this way, to be that way, to come out from amongst the situation that we have. And then one of the things that we noticed that in other programs and other things about addictions is that you have to come out from around the situation. You have to come out and say, reject those things. You have to say, I resist those things. You can no longer embrace them, but now come to not only say resist them, but then put them away from you. Put everything away out of your sight if possible. Because we're told that people, places, and things, change them. And when we start to change in people, places, and things, you'd be surprised how the good things will start to come in and the power will come to be released in you and for you. So, but it's not easy at all times. So little by little, however, that the higher power will give you the encouragement, to give you the inspiration, the speed of how to go, the patience that you must exemplify. It will come to place in you to let you know that little by little, or fast, or however your strength is, or your faith, or your belief is, you can go faster or slower. You take your time, but by all means, he'll tell you that you must become play. You must now stay away from this stuff. Get rid of it. Rebel from it. See, we have to even hate it. Hate it. And it was hard, especially for me, to hate booze. I was drinking like a fish. I got drunk. I got so drunk one time that there was a bird on this bottle called Old Crow. The bird flew off the bottle. It was on the fence on the bottle, right? I looked up. The bird was not on that fence on that bottle. So therefore, that's drunk. When we start to drinking yourself into that place, whereas you don't know your name, you don't know where you are, you don't know what you're doing, you get hurt, you get molested, you get even raped. Yes, that happens to you. So therefore, when you start to leaving it alone, try to cut down on it, not just cut down on it, but now try to cut it out. But then there are times where it say, okay, I can drink a little something. I can do this or do that. But there's a reason and a purpose for it. You just don't drink just because, well, I know I can handle it. And I seek the guidance from the high power. He'll let you know whether or not it's going to be all right or good for you to drink or not to drink. Now, coming about the drugs. He says to get rid of the drug. Abstain from all of these things that's going to hurt you. Now, I remember one time when I first came to church. Now, I had drug, alcohol, and sexual addiction are all wrapped up together. You know what I mean? So now, I'm told in the spirit that, you know, you're in church now, and you know you can't have sex while you're in the church. Okay? But I can't do what everybody else do, so I'm different. So, all right, good. So now, I'm listening to this voice tell me that, you know, you better go ahead on and sow your wild oats and get it over with, and so that you can hold up in church now. A lie. I mean, when you're being told these lies and listen to them, then it's hard to hold on to a lie. So therefore, I went for it. I went and bought some drugs, took it over to a girl's house, and she was getting busy. We was drugging. So I didn't want to drug too much because I don't want nothing to mess with my nature. So I wanted to have some good sex that night. After all the drugs are gone, the girl told me some bad news. Something was wrong with her body. All right. I don't know if she was lying or not, but anyway, I left. Just walked out. And I was walking out and starting down the street going towards my house. A fear came over me, like something was going to come out from behind the car, or come out of the bushes or something, and attack me. A wild beast, a monster or something. I was so afraid that I was shaking. I was actually shaking. I finally got home, and I made my confession. I'm sorry, please forgive me. But don't you know, that was 25 years ago. I have not had any drug since then. Not even a cigarette. I think I puffed a cigarette once or twice, but not a whole cigarette, maybe a couple of drags off a cigarette. Then I said, no. I used to smoke 2 packs a day, long time ago. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is now that fear, when you fear, that is, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Make holiness perfect in the fear of God. Some people say, well, we ain't supposed to fear God. Well, respect him then. And you respect him that much that to say you know his power, you know where it's coming from, you know that this is not right to do, and then you do it anyway, you expect for consequences to come upon you. And those consequences can be devastating. So therefore, I left this mess alone. Left it alone, got away from it, rebuked it, rebelled it, and everything else. Now, drugs don't bother me. Alcohol, I can take it or leave it. I can have a drink, but I don't really have a drink because I know that who I am and what I'm about. Sometimes I can take a drink. It all depends on where I am and what I'm doing. I can be tired. Yes, I can have a drink. But I know now I have power to overcome this because I'm looking at the power of who he is to give me the power to resist. Because the plan that I have now is to associate myself with him and him alone to come to that place of knowledge, come to that place of love, come to that place of understanding, and come to that place of obedience. And when you come to that place of being obedient and letting go of all the garbage, all of the mess in your life, then he will be there for you. He will help you through the situations. He will not only just help you, he will fight your battles for you and strengthen you. So come to have that strength. Come to have that strength. And then exercise self-control. Because now, when that lust, when that alcohol, when the desire or the temptations come at you to overeat, or when something that's so good, instead of having one piece of chicken, you used to eat 4 and 5 pieces of chicken till you got sick, a half a cake and all that stuff, until you got sick, the ice cream and cake, you have to have it every day if possible. Now, you can eat a little bit, be modest, be considerate, and now you can move on. Because now you're feeling better, because now you understand to know about the power. You understand to know that he giving you the strength to have self-control. And having that self-control is to have other things to go with it, like patience, love, kindness, gentleness, gratitude, faithfulness. And yes, you have to have that faithfulness. Doing what he tells you to do, how he tells you to do, and then come to understand and to realize and to recognize that he is with you, keeping him as a higher power. Then have a support system. Yes, support system. But then understand to know, to recognize that support system, to have them to know that if you have the place, come pray with me. Pray with me. Pray for me. But please pray for yourself also. Continuously in prayer and meditation to develop that strength, develop that power to resist. To resist. And then when you start to resisting even the more, you get the strength even the more. When you come to pray the more, you have the power the more. And then you can say, no, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a sex fiend. I'm not a drug addict, because I am free. I am healed. I am delivered. And yet, I'm so glad I was able to write this book, Deja Vu, Love, Experience, a dramatic fiction. But actually, the book is fiction, but the stories, most of the stories in this book are true, because some of the things I'm just telling you, right here, right now, let you know that in the beginning, yes, we go through a lot of stuff, a lot of tribulation, a lot of situations, storm, a lot of aggravation, disappointments, misuse of your body, misuse of situation, overpowering, overshadowing, derogative things that happen. But in the end, when you accept Jesus Christ as Lord in your life, believing and to receive Him as Lord in your life, knowing the power of the true and mighty God, that power that can set us a light in the sky, millions and millions of miles away, and still being blessed individually. He can do that, because He will do that, and He does it for us, and He'll do it for you. So take a look at the book, read the book, and then come to help each other, being helpers of one another. And that's what we're here to do. Come to help each other to overcome all of these things that's been coming to bother us, overcome those things that will lead us into chaotic conditions and all of the stuff that is messing with us, leaving the bad things alone. He gives us the power to resist those things, even though you're faced with them daily, but you can walk through the storm. You can walk through the muck and the mire. You can walk through the swamp land, and yet you won't get hurt, because now you're understanding to know that this is only a temporary situation. You come to know now that you don't have to be affected or afflicted by those things that used to bother you, that used to keep you up all night, that used to keep you in tears and wondering how and why and when. But now you have the power to resist. We thank you. God bless you. God keep you. And yet come out of that prison. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being with us today. And yet we're here today to let you know that if anyone have a problem, an issue, I'm also a life coach, hit me up, Brother Michael Jones. People, P-E-O-P-L-E, P-E-O-P-L-E, X-C-E-L, the letter N, L-O-V-E, at Outlook.com. People excel in love at Outlook.com. Thank you. God bless you. God keep you in the wonderful, mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And don't forget, look at the book. Look at the book, please. Yes. Okay. Deja Vu, Love Experience, a dramatic fiction by Michael Jones at Amazon.com. God bless you. God keep you. In Jesus' holy, wonderful name. Amen and amen.